Hello, today I'm going to show you a new little system I created for solo role playing, this time using tarot cards.
And is more tailored towards storytelling. Let's say we have a party of 4 characters. Each one has a suit assigned based on their character type or class. Cups for the healer, 2 staffs for the caster, 3 swords for the tank or fighter, and 4 pentacles for the expert or rogue. Each character will also have a major arcana assigned. You can do this randomly or choose one for each. For example, I have Brangus read the Minotaur tank, and I got the Emperor. Valencia Vertex, the half-demon witch, and I got for her Justice. Zach Gibbs, the humanoid tiger cleric, and I got for him the Devil. And Willa, the elf rogue, and I got for her the card Death. Now, let's explore what happens when you draw a card during gameplay. The outcomes are determined based on the suit and type of card drawn. Suit order: 1 cups, 2 staffs, 3 swords, 4 pentacles, and then back to cups. Card draw outcomes: suit draws. Drawing a card of the character's own suit, example, Brangus drawing a sword card, result in a success. Next suit counterclockwise. Success with a mild bad consequence. Previous suit clockwise. Fail with a mild good consequence. Opposite suit. Fail. Drawing a card of the opposite suit results in a failure. Card numbers determine how bad or how good is the outcome. Next, if you draw a major arcana, let's see what happens. Any major arcana is a success. If your character draws his own major arcana, it's a critical success. For example, if Brangus the Minotaur tank draws the Emperor card, it's a super success because the Emperor is his card. If your character draws an inverse major arcana, it's a fail. And if he draws his own major arcana inverted, it's a critical failure. Remember to shuffle the deck so you can get upside down cards. Combat and tests. Combat and long tests. Characters are considered defeated if they take 3 attacks or wounds. Combat and significant challenges may involve multiple rounds of card rounds, with each round representing an attack or action. Short tests and unimportant combats. For short tests, just draw 1 card and develop the story from there. Same with non-important combat. And if there is some task or test that's important, do the opposite. You can draw many cards, many times. What the cards tell you is how the story develops accordingly to what happens to each character. It's not about if they fail or not in their individual task or attack or whatever, or defense, but how the whole scene develops. So this is an example of simple combat with just 1 card draw. So we have the party, or tank Brangus, or spellcaster Valencia, or cleric Zach, and the rogue Willa, and they are going to face an ogre. So we draw the 4 cards. In this case, Brangus got 7 of swords, which is a success. Valencia got a 4 of pentacles, which is a fail. Zach got a page of swords, which is a fail. And Willa got the ace of pentacles, which is a success. As I said, this represents the whole scene and not each attack by each character. So this could be read as follows. As the ogre roars and charges towards the party, Brangus Red steps forward, his sword gleaming in the dim light. With a powerful swing, he strikes the ogre with precision, leaving a deep bleeding wound. The ogre staggers back, but remains on its feet. Enraged and ready to fight, Valencia begins to wave her hands, calling upon her arcane powers. However, her concentration falters, and the spell dissipates before it can reach the ogre, leaving her momentarily frustrated and vulnerable. Zach Gibbs, determined to support his allies, attempts to channel divine energies to weaken the ogre. Unfortunately, his spellcasting is interrupted, and the ogre remains unaffected by his efforts. Meanwhile, Willa uses the chaos of the battle to her advantage. She slips behind the ogre and targets a vulnerable spot with her dagger. Her strike is true, and the ogre howls in pain as the blade finds its mark. Despite the failures of Valencia and Zach, the combined effort of Brangus and Willa proved to be decisive. The ogre, now severely wounded and weakened, can no longer withstand the onslaught. With one final groan, it collapses to the ground, defeated. The party stands victorious, having overcome the ogre through a blend of brute strength and cunning. They take a moment to catch their breath and tend to their wounds, ready to continue their journey with a renewed sense of camaraderie and accomplishment. So, that was an example of one simple combat with just one round. If it was like the final boss, I would use probably 3 rounds. The characters that got failures should be wounded, will be one of their 3 opportunities. If they get 3 failures, they are out. And usually, as long as one character succeeds, it will be a success for the party, meaning that you have 75% chance of success per round. If one character draws his or her inverted arcana, something really bad happens, like death probably. Then again, it's your game. When you're playing solo, you decide what happens with the story, right? Well, this is all for today. I hope this has been informative and someone will find it useful. There is more to this simple system that I'll maybe explaining in future videos. For now, thank you very much for watching and have a good day.